sleepy girl? Hmm? Oh, you big sleepy girl. Hi, butterfly. How you doing? Miss Ellie's having a snooze right now. She's a little sleepy. She's had a big breakfast earlier and she's having her snoozy morning in the windy day. You can see the trees in the background going a bit crazy. So I came out because I was going to do some work with her, but she just looks too peaceful and quiet, so I'm not going to disturb her till she gets up herself. But she's pretty good. You can go over and she'll let you pat her. She's all right with people going around her when she's lying down. She's not too worried about it all. She's comfortable. It's scratched. Her hair is nice and rough. It's a nice rub. Rub it, rub it up. Leave it on. Oh, good. Super relaxed. She's got very people on her butt. Too tired. Big sleepy day. She likes a good scratch. So I thought, you know, she's having a nice snooze. We'll give her a day off today, I think, and let her have a bit of a break today. She's been working hard this week, doing a good job. Yeah, she's alive. She's having a sleep. This is what horses do when they're sleeping. She's just having a sunbake. So it's very cold here today, so she's lying herself in the sun and getting the warmth of the sun. But she's definitely very much alive. She's just having a big rest. They do freak people out because you don't often see horses lying down, and they very rarely like people coming around them when they are lying down because they're in a vulnerable spot. So she's going to jump up now, I think. She's thinking about it. She says, I might get up. Yeah, she's thinking about getting up. She says, I don't know if I want to sleep still or get up. But they can sleep standing up, yep. Her name is Ellie. She does look a bit like a boy, but she's definitely a girl. She's a mare. But just to show you, she's very tolerant of people. You can go around her and she's not going to freak out or get up. She's happy to snuggle, cuddle. Nice massage, feel this belly. And when they'll allow you to do this, it's a very big trust thing with them. So she's trusting me completely there because she's at her most vulnerable when she's on the ground. They can get up quick, but not that quick. So their predator reflexes, put it this way, if a predator came, she'd be up pretty fast, but she's most vulnerable in this position. So when they'll allow you to come up and touch them and be near them in that position, it just goes to show the level of trust that they have in people. So Ellie is about to turn 5 this October. Around the 15th of October she'll be 5. She doesn't have carrots very often. She's having a sleep. She's dreaming right now. She's actually asleep. Fancy, wake up. She's having a dream. Horses are funny. Sometimes when they're dreaming, they'll actually lie fully down sideways and they'll run like dogs do. And you can actually sometimes see them do it. The first time I've ever seen that happen, I thought the horse was having a seizure. I freaked out. I was horrified. But it's just, they dream like we do. And she's just having a nice sunbake and having a good old dream about whatever. Probably dreaming about eating carrots or something, maybe. I don't give them a lot of treats though, because they don't really need too many. Once in a blue moon she might get a little bit of apple or carrot, but very rare. I like to try to keep them to as normal a horse diet as possible, with a bit of roughage and... You awake? She said, I'm so tired, Mum. You're really tired? Yeah. I'm so sleepy. I'm just from Australia. And it's a very windy day today. We've got wind going everywhere. We get a lot of wind in August in Australia. It's the windiest part of the year. Yeah, she's going back into a dream state again. You awake? You up? Okay. You've been very sleepy. More sleepy than you normally. sleep. So we might go and work with Zara today. If Ellie's going to sleep, we'll work with Miss Zara. Miss Ellie, we'll let her have a rest. She's just tired. We've got Zara over here, who's wide awake. So we'll work with who's wide awake and see how we go with her. Go over here. Watch out for a second. I might cut off, I don't know. I hope I don't cut off, but I might. We'll let Ellie have a sleep. I don't think she's been down very long, so we'll leave her be. I'm going to pop over and see if I can grab on it. Where did I put it? I'll go and get these guys. Ready. So what I might do today is a second. I'll do some glue. Come on. I'm going to move Ellie out of there. There he is. I've gone ahead and gotten Ellie up because I just want to make absolutely sure she wasn't having any kind of a drama. Sometimes when she's in season, she gets a bellyache, and you've got to watch it because there's a thing called colic that can happen with horses. She's actually perfectly fine. She just didn't want to get up, but that's okay. She's up already now, so that's good. And I'm just going to do a bit of ground stuff with her today. I'm not going to do much, but what I'd like to do is do a little bit of work on her listening when I'm working with her in hand, which meaning when I've got my when I'm leading her and things like that, because we don't often work on that, and it's something that we do need to work on. So I'm going to bring her over and give her a brush first and see if I can get her into a good mood. A bit of purple on the brush here. A bit over that. Oh yeah, bub, come on. So I don't want to ride her today. I just want to do some ground stuff and just some pampering today with her, giving her a bit of a brush, getting her to feel a little bit more pampered, and give her some grooming. You can see she's very alert now. She's much more awake. Give her a nice brush and get some of this hair out. The other thing that happens this time of year when they've got their hair shedding, they tend to get electric. So when you're brushing, depending on the brush you're using, this plastic brush here, sometimes I zap myself on it, or I zap on her. And if I zap her, she doesn't have a big fright, but she can get a little frightened if it zaps. So I'm wary at this time of year, simply because of that zapping brush that can happen. I'm going to change brushes and go with a better one. Curry comb. Just helps shed the hair a little better. We just want her to have a nice pamper session where she gets really good. Nice brush. Still got a lot of winter hair. You see the hair on the face. I wanted to cover her eye for a second while I do this because it gets a bit, don't want it getting in her eyes. Sometimes it gets in their eye and it irritates them really terribly. So try and give a little bit of care to that area. He says, I don't mind having a snuggle brush. Don't mind that at all. Good girl. Enjoy it, don't you? She likes getting pampered. She hasn't got a very big mane, and that's because Appaloosas don't have a lot of hair. She's got a thick mane, but it doesn't get long. And she's got the Gypsy's thickness of hair, but the Appaloosa's shortness. And they usually have a short tail too, but she luckily got the long tail. But the way her mane goes makes her seem as if she's got lots of hair, but she actually doesn't. There's not a lot there. Nothing like getting your hair done, is it, bub? Try and get that eye. Clean right up. Cover this one up. Oh, that's better. Say thank you. That's much nicer. You're going to get a nice scratch under here, which is one that she really enjoys. Take all this off, don't you? I'm just going to go down and have a scratch under there. She has a stretch under there and she loves this. This is her favourite scratch. Oh, it's the best one. You've got to watch you don't get your head in the way so she doesn't bang you, because she might accidentally hit you and then it will knock you over. Ready, want another one? Says, yep, let's do it. Let's do it. she? That side? She's going to go off over there for a moment. Have a bit of a... She's going to have a scrounge there on the ground for some tea. But yeah, she likes to relax a lot, this horse. She's a very relaxed horse when she's not in a position where she thinks she's going to be having to deal with another horse or work or something like that. I have made a decision today that I'm going to work with Zara as well after I do a little bit of work with Ellie. But what I want to do first of all is just have an observation of Ellie for a little bit. Hey Big Kev, how you doing? You're not a big horse fan, Robert? Yeah, she can be very friendly. Yeah, she can be. She's like everyone else. We can all be friendly, but we can also have another side to us. So she's got two sides to her, just like we do. She's got the side where she might not want to do things and she can be a little bit reluctant and throw a couple of tantrums here and there because she's only young. She's the equivalent of a teenager, a human teenager. So she's what, almost 5. So she's about like a 12 or 13-year-old, maybe 14-year-old in human years. If you gauge that a horse can live up to around 40 years, sometimes some even over. I think the oldest horse there was 50, 51, something like that. But that's under extremely good conditions. So they do have quite a long lifespan if they're well cared for and in a good temperature and good area. They can live quite a long time. But she's having a lovely time. And she's starting to lose this summer winter coat. She'll come out in summer. Now last year she was black when the winter coat came out, but this year it looks like she's going more into a marble chocolate roan than a black. She's actually almost grey under the belly, but you can see the dimples coming through as well, and she's definitely going to start losing that coat in the next couple of weeks. She's quite stunning with this the reverse spotting of the Appaloosa. So if you have a look at her backside here, the spots on the back of her are white. Generally with Appaloosas, the coat is white, the base coat is white, and the spots are coloured. Well, she's the reverse of that. So she's a little bit more rare than average Appaloosa because she's reverse spotted. But she's also classed as a varnish. So reverse spot, the correct terminology for her coat is a reverse spotted chocolate varnish roan. So it's a mouthful. She has 3 different coats during a year. What are you doing? I've got naughty boy over here being really silly. He's trying to break out. So she's quite she can be, I've had people who've gone, have you gotten a new horse? I'll drive past and they'll call me up, have you got a new horse? You got a black horse in there now? No, it's still the same horse, she just changed colour. Or they'll come past 6 months later, oh, you've got a new Appaloosa. No, same horse. So roan coloured horses, they can have different colours many times during the year sometimes. She changed, the last 3 years that she's been here, she's changed 3 times a year with her coat colour. She's going to come over and see what we're doing. A lot of people think she's going to be a grey, but she won't be grey. She will eventually be grey when she gets old. But she won't be grey for quite some time because she has got that dark base colour instead of the white. If she had a normal spotted appy, she would be turning very much a flea-bitten grey very quickly, I think. Her head used to have no grey on it at all. That only came out last year. She started getting really grey. And she's got a grey stripe that goes up under her neck as well. You can probably see it there. It's almost like a dun stripe, but it goes under the neck. So it'll be interesting to see what colour she turns out this summer. Mostly, it's going to be the colour that's on the back of the legs right now. The chocolate brown with the white. It's a bit like an Oreo cookie. And she has almost like a buckskin colour as well, mixed in. So it's really pretty. Now I'm going to go and grab the poop scooper and clean the poop up. I'll be back in a moment. A little better. Thanks, Butterfly. Appreciate that. She is a beautiful horse. Yep, she's beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a small little pole. And I'll put it over here. I'll leave it over here. So I'll put one up that's a little higher, and one that goes down on the ground. And we'll see if we can't see if I can get it a hook on. What I want her to do is to step over here. So I'll lead her over first. Want her to participate nicely with me. I want her to walk over without drama. See if she'll listen and go over. It looks like she's going to. She's not going to avoid it. Good girl. Up and over. Good thinking. Good smelling. Lovely checking out things. I like that. I like a horse that'll check things out and doesn't just blindly go into things. That's a horse that'll look out for you when you're out on the trail. A lot of people don't trust that their horses know when there's something going to be up ahead. You've got to listen to them. If they're hesitant, there's a reason. You should always listen to them because they're going to know it long before we do. And she's going to be really nice. And she's in a good mood. Oh, she says, I'm going to turn around. Well, we'll go around the other direction and we'll see if we can get her to... It's all right. Come on. Back it up. I'm just going to widget that around so she goes over that way. And we'll turn this way. I'm going to ask her to go in the other direction. She's going to try and get out of things because she's feeling a bit lazy. That's all right. The whole purpose behind lifting the feet up for the poles is just to strengthen those muscles. She got past that one, so we'll go around again and we'll see if we can ask her to go over. Good girl. Back that. Other way. Good girl. Let's try and keep her in. Now, she's going to play games with me here, so we're going to ask her to go over. Walk on over. Good girl. Lovely. Good girl. Much better. Okay, so now she's understanding what I'm asking. I don't mind if she cuts a little bit that way, but I'm going to keep her going in that direction that we were going a second ago. So I want her to keep on the path I'm asking. So you notice she'll move exactly when I move. So she's understanding what I'm asking, but she's refusing. So I'm going to go, So when she refuses like this, we want to keep asking her to go further out and get her to go in the direction we're asking. And there we go. And we're going to get it now. She's going to go, yeah, okay, I understand. She's giving me the nod. She's cranky. Doesn't want to do it. But it's very healthy exercise for her. So we'll go the other direction now. Good, lovely turning. And, no, we're not done yet. Out on the outer edge. Good girl. It's good to get them to think and pick their feet up. And then when you go riding and you start going on over your, oh, she skipped it. We're going to back up, back, good girl, back. Go the other direction. I'm going to point that direction. We're going to go that way. Come on. Oh, do you want to follow me? Come on then. We'll hook on then. We'll get her to hook on and we'll see if she'll follow us when we're doing it. Come on. That might be an easier way to get her to do things. Come on, hook. This way. No, I had to go over. Your turn. Come on. Come on. What I'll do is in too close. Need to go out a little bit further. So she can't really cut away. She's got more. It's too narrow where it's at. So that way we've got a bit more space there. And ask her to hook. Come on. Hook on. Get her to hook with me first. And we'll ask her to follow. Good girl. And the other thing that's good for this is when they've had a good feed, it's good to get their gut moving. Come on. Up it. Come on. You can come with me or you can go the other direction. Which way would you like to go, huh? Come on. Come on. Hook. Get her to spin back around and follow. There's always a way with a young horse. If you can't drive them forward from behind, sometimes the trick is to then get them to follow. Come on, let's go, Ellie. So she's not going to listen. Going to ask her to go the other way. Good girl. And see if she'll go over of her own accord again. So this is all just to get her strengthened in the rear end and in the front. She used to be really good at all of this, and we've had such a long time off, almost a year, where we haven't done any of these exercises anymore. So I'm just going to keep it up. Come on. Good girl. It's not a big step. You're just lazy. She's just been lazy. So we'll just keep asking. Now, a lot of people will probably be thinking, why aren't you cracking the whip on her ass and making her go? Because she's not a horse that you can do that with and have a successful relationship with her. If you try things like that with her, she will attack. She is not one that likes being bossed about. You have to work with her, and you must make it her idea that it's much better for her to do it, because if it's not her idea, she just will refuse and you'll become enemy number one. And if you try to become the leader with her through force, she will not tolerate you. So as quiet and calm as she is, she's not a silly horse. She's extremely intelligent, and she knows how it works. She knows how the pecking order works, and she knows she can put it over you if she wants to. So you ask her to work nicely with you, and then she will give you, like she's doing right now, she'll give you a better effort without having to yell, scream, smack, whip, or anything else. It's not that difficult. It just takes a bit of patience and time and a bit of thoughtfulness. And we're going to turn. Lovely, beautiful. You listen to that cue beautifully. Back across this way. And she says, I'm not going to go around there just yet. I'm just going to go through here. We'll get her to come on the outside edge in just a moment. So she knows what I'm asking, so I'm going to cut that corner back so she doesn't cut across on me. I'm going to stay behind that shoulder and just keep her moving. And let's see if she tries to get out of crossing this one. She's going to try. No, and she's going to try by, you can see I'm moving my feet in order to make her move hers. There we go. Good girl. Good job. She's having to think about it all. Walk on, walk on, walk on. Outer edge, outer edge. Good girl. Bit of a cut in there, so turn. Back the other way. Come on, good lady. Let's go. It's a bit boring, but... So my extension that I'm using allows me to keep her at a length where she's not going to come in and cut into me and cause me any kind of problem. So it's there as a guide for her, and we're going to get her to almost trot right over. Good girl. Lovely. I'm going to let her stop for a second there. With a young horse, what you want to do is when they've done something good, reward it with a bit of a break for a second. Let them think about it all, especially if you haven't been in work for a while. And let them stop and just have a bit of a breather for a second and think about what they've just done. And I'll equate that when they do the right thing, they all will get a release. Hook on. Lovely girl. And I'm going to ask her to walk with me. Good girl. You're doing lovely. Good girl. Come on. This way. Good girl. Come on. And let's see if she'll allow me to lead her over. She may not. Come on. Come on. She says, no, I'm going to stand here and have breakfast. And she's going to put her foot in here. So what we're going to do then, I'm going to do a bit of work where I'm actually leading, because I don't practice leading enough. She's one who she'll gladly follow you if you get her mind. But we want to also practice leading, because not everybody's comfortable working without halter, or not all situations allow for you to actually do that. So we want to be able to practice leading. Hey Skelly, how you doing? You've done the song? Finally done, awesome. Have you uploaded it yet? So we're going to see how she goes with walking with me over. And watch the face on her. We want to watch her face. We want her to have a nice face. We're going to go, now this time I'm going to ask her to go around and come over again. But I'm going to go on this side. Good girl. I'm going to make the circle small. I'm going to bring this over here. And we're going to make that circle small. I'm going to turn that around that way. So you have a direct line here where you can see what I'm doing. Let's lean over. Now I don't like to pull on a lead with any of my horses. I like to take it nice and slow. Good job. Turn a nice tight turn now. Back over. And ask her to come this way. And now I want her to stand back. I want her to have a good attitude with me. When I'm doing this, I want her to think about what we're doing and have a lovely attitude towards me while we're doing it. Good exercise for me as well. Look at that laziness. So whenever she's being lazy like this, you got to watch it with your young horses. When you are leading them and they're behind you, there can be sometimes quite silly with things, especially when things get tangled in their legs. And coming. Push this right back so it can't be banged out so much. Now I'm going to ask her to come in this way. I want her to think and lift those legs up. Good girl. Now, I could lunge her over here, but I want her to be with me in proximity. So I'm understanding how she is in relation to being close to me as a young horse. Good job. Good job. Good girl. Let us stop for a moment and have a think about it all. Getting really windy. What I want her to do is, when I'm asking her to move, I want to have the slightest touch to get her to listen. I don't want to have to pull, yank or anything else. That's our aim. Our aim is to teach our horses to understand through very little pressure. And we can do that just with one finger sometimes, just get them to do what we ask. So I'm going to ask her now, I'm going to give her another distraction here. We're going to ask her to touch. And good girl. Lovely job. And we'll get it this side and touch. Come on. Touch. Good girl. Oh, you want to do this side too? Oh, good job. She says, I'll do it. Good job. And that just takes away, again, another thing that, it's just a practice thing that we do back. And now the other day when I was asking her to back up, she decided she was going to start pawing at me because she didn't want to do it. We're going to practice backing and see how we go with that. Just a slight touch. Oh, she's going to do that again. Back. Get back. Huh? No. No, I'm not asking you to turn. I'm asking you to back up. Back. One foot, good girl. Back. Second foot, good girl. Doesn't have to be a lot. She's got a runny eye here. Probably got something stuck in her eye. Wind is blowing. growing hair and dust everywhere lately, so just got to watch that they don't get covered in it. So I'm going to get her to follow me again, and it's a little pup. And I want her not only to hook, but to understand the touch while we're hooking on, and that's really good. Good job. This way. I'm going to ask her to stop. I'm going to go. So what I want to do with her is stop halfway over. A bit scared of the wind. The wind is kind of freaking everything out at the moment, so I won't be surprised if she doesn't get a little bit iffy about it all. That was a bit silly. That was a bit silly. Now, she's being pretty good actually. I'm pretty impressed with how she's behaving, especially given the amount of crazy wind that's happening. Alright, here you go. Now I'm going to let her go for a minute and just let her have a bit of a me time with herself. Hang on a second. Oh. But I'm happy with her just walking around and behaving herself like that. I don't think she's, I think she's getting slightly better with the leading, because I don't do much of it. I don't usually have to do a lot of it because it's point and direct. Okay, go into your round yard, go back into your house. Most of the time I don't lead her. So it's good to touch base and get that back again, because if I have to have the vets or somebody here and I have to be constantly leading or having her to where the lead rope is where she's got her pressure coming from, we want her to be familiar with that as much as possible. We also want her to be able to work without it as much as possible as well. So we want both options for her. And that way, she's got a more comfortable communication level with us. And it's better for both me and her and anyone else who comes in and works with her. Especially if it's a windy, crazy day or something like that. You uploaded it 2 days ago. Okay, Skell, I'll have to have a look. I did check your channel, but I didn't see anything uploaded. The last one that I saw, might have been 3 days ago that I checked though. The last one I saw was the one that you showed me with the sunset. So I will definitely check it out. Now I'm done with her for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let her out for a while, and I'm going to go and grab Zara, bring her in, and do a few things with her if we can. So I'll pop this down here for a moment. Take Miss Ellie home. All right, Miss Elle. funnest thing to go through. Go up. Go on. Okay. Off you go. Okay. We've now got Miss Zara in here. We would have done it earlier had I not decided to make the song less monotone. Well, I'm looking forward to listening to it. I'll listen to it once I finish here. I'll go straight over and have a look, Skill. Yep. So everyone's in a mood today. She was in a mood a minute ago. So I'm going to get her to go and do some paces. I want her to do the same thing as Ellie's done. I want her to go over, but she's going to do it with a lunge. So we don't have to walk her. She's much smarter, much older, much wiser. I'm going to get her to go. Okay, good girl. Back to the outside edge. Outer edge. Outer edge. Back. Yep. Walk over. Walk over. Oh, she says, no, I'll do a big jump. She doesn't want to walk. She wants to do the big jump. Let's go. So I'm going to get her to just do a couple of manoeuvres. Such a big round yard that nice walking. Lovely, that's what we wanted, just a walk. Good girl. Go back over. Back round. Wrong way. She says, really? It's a windy day. It's miserable weather. Why do I got to do this? Now we're going to ask for a jump. Go jump here. Up. Beautiful. And a jumpy. Canter and a jumpy, huh? Canter, I said jumpy, huh? Good girl. Canter. Trot over, trot over. Good job. We're going to walk next time. So walk down. Walk down. Good girl. Walk over. Walking nice and slowly. We're going to take it back. No, not that way. That one. Good girl. Walk over. No, you cheated. We turn around and we go over. No, we didn't cheat. Come on. Oh, don't eat the mallow weed. Hey. She won't eat the mallow weed. That's not good. So she walked over there. Yep. Get it to go back around. This time I want her to listen and go over straight away. I don't want to, yep, no silliness. There we go. Good girl. Wind is getting really bad, picking up quite severely. And I'm going to have to get out with the lawnmower out here and get rid of all these weeds because horses won't die from mallow-weed, but it's not great. It can give them a stomach ache, so very important to get that down and out of there. The goats enjoy it. Good girl. Just a bit of work for her to... And turn, turning. Good girl. Lovely listening. Beautiful. Walk on. Walk, 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 walk. Back out there, back out there. Ah, you got around me. Okay, then we're going to go quicker. Canter. Okay. Trot. Trotty and up. Good girl. Lovely jump. Good job. And we're going to go up again. Big jump. Up, big one. Good job. Good job. Up one more. One more big one. Up. Oh, she missed it. Okay, let's turn. Turn. And we're going to go straight over in a big jump. Up. Up there, up. Go. Up. Lovely. Up. Canter. Good girl. Trot over. Oh, you missed it again. Turn. Turning. Good girl. We're not going to cheat again. We're going to go that way. Let's go. Not the mallow weed. No, 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 we don't. That's a bit naughty. So this time I'm going to say, right, we're going to play. We're not playing anymore. We're going to do proper work. We're going to canter around, turn, turn, and up. Lovely picking up your legs. You're doing a good job, girl. So I've done a few jumps with her the last couple of days riding her, so she knows to lift up. She's kind of tossing her head at the end when she's coming over. Come in. Good job. And good girl. Good job. So that's, you know, not a lot of work, but it does get the heart rate going for her. I'm going to leave her in here for the morning. She's going to have some time in here. I'm going to go and get the lawnmower and I'm going to mow while she's in here. Get her used to the mowing. So I'll be back in a minute with the lawnmower and we'll watch what she does, because we don't usually hand mow near her. So I'm going to hand mow near her today and we'll see what happens. She's been really good though. Alright, I'll be back. Watching the mower, but she couldn't care less about it very much, so child around. So you've got to be a bit careful. You can see she's not too bothered by all that. And because she realises that I do a lot of mowing anyway, she's not bothered by it whatsoever. And it's a good thing. But Paolo, Albert D'Souza. Hi, how you doing? Got a question. Is grazing okay for horses? Yeah, it's okay for horses, depending on the type of horse though, because some ponies, you've got to rain when it's spring, you've got to lock them up because they'll have too much high sugar intake and they get a thing called founder, which is basically horse diabetes, pretty much. It's too much sugar in the system, it affects their hooves, and there's a thing called a pedal bone inside the hoof, and if that rotates, then they're in big trouble, and often they have to be put to sleep when that happens. So this is why a lot of people say to me, oh, you don't give your horses treats, but there's a good reason. I don't want a high sugar intake. So this girl here is very much one you've got to watch the sugar with. She's an Arabian. She doesn't need very much sustenance. So when it comes springtime, she'll be kept in a smaller yard during the day. When the sun's the highest is when you really got to watch it. It doesn't mean they can't graze, but it's best to let them graze at night, not in the daytime. And that's pretty much what I do, because most of my horses, except for Ellie, most of my horses do not need the sugar. Henry's the only other one who, Ellie and Henry, because they're larger horses and they're a different breed, they can handle it a bit better. But even then you've got to be careful. So you do have to sort of be a little bit careful. But that's why I'm mowing all this stuff down, getting rid of anything that I can that doesn't need to be in here on the edges, so that they're not going to have excess sugar or too many weeds or things like that that can upset their guts. It won't kill them, but it'll upset their guts. And then if you've got a horse with an upset gut, they don't want to do anything. And they're pretty grouchy, especially female horses with an upset gut. So yeah, but it's a very good question, Skell. Very smart question. You're actually the first person who's asked me that. Oh gosh, I can't get this one out. I need to get a, I'll have to get a shovel. Goes out by a shovel. Keep you out of that way of Miss Ellie who's over there. Yeah, it really is just a game of playing games of eating the sugar and the sun. So if it's a cloudy day, they're still going to have some sun getting to the plants, but it's still going to happen. Not as much as it will on a sunny day. Just pulling out some of these weeds, which is a bug of the thing. Very hard to get rid of. I just got myself a little bit ripped to shreds with all that, little bit, yeah. They scratch up these plants. I should have worn gloves. I didn't think about it. Never do it. Do it now. Realise later. Shouldn't have done it. Hey. Huh? Oh, you brought up the dog man? Oh, thank you. Just got a live going at the moment. I'm just doing some mowing. I mowed the yard. You can come in and say hi to us if you want. It's okay. Hi, Bonnie. You going to say hi to Zara? No, leave that.
I also got you two this.
Oh my goodness. You're spoiling me.
Come here, girl.
Wow, do you want to put them inside? Yeah, they were good. Oh yeah. 2 of those is great. I just ran out of chocolate. Do you want to come back up and say hi to Zara? Do you want to say hi to Zara? Will you come in and give her a pat? Just put that down and then come in with me. Zara, Bonnie's coming to say hi. Hello. Just go back up to her. Just go back up and hold your hand out. Zara, be nice, it's Bonnie. Zara. Being silly. Well, at least you tried. She's cranky today because Ellie and her have been fighting terribly. So, where's Rach? Is she sick?
She's sick in the car.
Oh, she can come inside. Tell her to just go inside. Okay, guys, I've got a, Michael knows, Skelly is not. He's actually quite intelligent. It's a good question because some horses you can't leave to graze. So, it's a good question. Yeah, it's a decent question. So, for instance, you wouldn't leave her out to graze in the summer, in the spring, because she's an Arab and she gets too much sugar, she'll get really, really sick. So he's not being silly. He's actually a very good friend of mine. He's been supporting my channel for about 2 years now. He's just asking because he's curious about things, and he asks questions that other people are probably a bit too scared to ask, but because they might think somebody will think it's dumb. He's not dumb at all. He's actually very, very smart, extremely smart. So yeah, if you check him out, no, you're not, Skelly. Okay, Michael, I don't know why you're being that way, but I don't think I like it, so I don't know. I don't like you treating someone that way. I'm going to give you some time to think about it, 24 hours to think about it. You're welcome back after 24 hours, but please be kind when you come back on. Otherwise, I'll ban you permanently, and there'll be nothing that I can do to reverse it once I do that. I just won't. Sorry, Michael. I just don't like people treating people like that. just not necessary. So, Skelly, you are not stupid at all. You're actually far smarter than most people that I know, because you have intelligence, not only intelligence with ordinary things, but you have intelligence with emotional things as well. And an emotionally intelligent person is going to get a lot further in life than someone who's not able to be emotionally intelligent, for whatever reason that may be. And it could be that Michael's just young and doesn't realise, or it could be that Michael's an adult and is limited with realisation, but I'm just going to let Michael think about it anyway. It's all good. But I've got to go now. I've got my family has just arrived, so I'm going to go spend some time with my kids, and I'll see everybody later. Thanks everybody for hanging around, and I'll catch everyone later. Have a great day. Bye for now.